Greetings to Miss Audrey Liwan, my supervisor for this FYP. I am Karen Anak Dunstan with metric number 65589. I am going to present on my final year project with the title The Factor of High Demand in E-Commerce Due to COVID-19 Transmission Fear in Malaysia. Moving on to my next slide. So in this chapter 1, I will be mention about these few elements, which is introduction, background of the study, problem statement, research question, and scope of the study. So for the introduction, the goal of this research is to explore the high demand factor in e-commerce due to transmission fear of COVID-19 in Malaysia. COVID-19 has created concern for individuals in different countries. In March 2020, WHO has announced COVID-19 as a pandemic due to the latest 2019 COVID-19 has infected more than 1 million people with almost 50,000 fatalities worldwide at the time of publication. The pandemic of COVID-19 has created unprecedented challenges for the Malaysian nation. Almost every part of Malaysian culture, including the way people access products, has been affected by the COVID-19. The main items purchased throughout the pandemic are toilet paper, hand sanitizer, cleaning wipe and spray, soap, and etc. So here are the top websites that have been used during the pandemic in Malaysia. Moving on to background of the study. Malaysia reported its first 3 incidents on 25 January 2020, all of which involved Chinese nationals who had visited the country. The outbreak was announced to be a globally important public health emergency on 30 January. In response to the COVID-19 outbreak in the area, Malaysian Prime Minister Datuk Muhyiddin Yassin had made a speech on television on 16 March 2020 as a precautionary measure and declared the Movement Control Order (MCO) for Malaysia. The recovery rate of COVID-19 cases in Malaysia remained the highest among Asian countries as of 13 September 2020, which is 93% with a total of 9,915 COVID-19 cases in Malaysia, broken down into 128 deaths, 591 hospital cases, and 9,169 recovered cases. Moving on to the problem statement in this study, many facets of life, including the way people access commodities, has been affected by the start of COVID-19 pandemic. The government's closure of the mandat keep customers to stay at home, precludes traditional shopping habits, and closes several brick-and-mortar businesses. Some important companies remain open, with involving operations such as pharmacies and groceries. In order to survive, e-commerce has been the solution to some of the problems created by COVID-19 for many users. Next, for research question. Here are 3 research questions for this study and along with 3 objectives to answer the question. So the first objective is to study on the relationship between e-payment and high demand of e-commerce due to COVID-19 transmission fear in Malaysia. Second objective is to investigate the correlation between consumer behavior and high demand of e-commerce due to COVID-19 transmission fear in Malaysia. And the third objective is mainly to study the connection between purchase intention and high demand of e-commerce due to COVID-19 transmission fear in Malaysia. So for the scope of this study will cover the survey and the customer behavior on e-commerce due to COVID-19, a survey on public perception and practice of using e-commerce as a platform is conducted on population in Malaysia. The literature review, here are some of the resources that I get from the previous research in completing this study. For the theoretical framework, here are 3 theories that has been used from the previous study. The first one is SOR model. The idea that cause of changes in behavior depend on the existence of the stimuli that communicate with organism is based on this principle. According to Aeroglue 2001, stimulus is characterized in the classical sense as the variable affecting an individual's internal state and can be conceptualized as influencing the individual's stimulation. Next, conceptual framework for this study. There are three independent variables, namely e-payment, consumer behavior, and purchase intention. Moving on to my chapter 3. For the data and sample, this research is conducted in Kuching, which is one of the most populated cities in Malaysia. In this study, a questionnaire survey method was used to do this research to achieve the stated research goal. Primary data was gathered and then distributed through various types of online channels using the survey questionnaire, which was modified from the previous research. According to Zygmunt 2010, survey questionnaire was built as a way to gather information and data from a population sample. Next, moving on to my next slide, which is methodology. The first one is research method. In this study, qualitative methods were used. A qualitative study is an individual interview to get detailed data on the current study. This qualitative method will explain more clearly what is being studied. And our targeted population involved respondents in Kuching area. While for data collection, this study used questionnaire content open-ended question and fixed alternative question. This questionnaire allows respondents to write in their own words and respondents tend to express their own opinion better. This analysis used 5-point Likert scale. The 5 Likert scale is ranged from 1, which is strong disagree, 5, which is strongly agree. Next slide is my estimation model for this study. Next slide is the continuation of data analysis part. Descriptive analysis can be defined as the transformation of raw data into a form that can make it easier for researchers to interpret by measuring their frequency and percentage distribution so that their mean, mode, variance, and standard deviation will be easier to find. By measuring their frequency and percentage distribution so that their mean, mode, variance, and standard deviation will be easier to find. The scale of this measurement, to measure section A, an ordinal and nominal scale, which is the demographic component, was used. In collecting information on the age of the respondent and their monthly personal income, the ordinary scale was used. While for section B contained questions on these three variables, which are the e-payment, consumer behavior, and purchase intention, where they will be measured using interval data calculation. Using the 5-point Likert scale, the survey questions were constructed and the ordinal scale was used by the respondent to answer each question in order to make it easier for them to understand and enable respondents to respond to a certain degree of agreement or disagreement according to their opinion. Once again, I am Karin Anak Dunstan who would like to say thank you for your attention in this presentation.